How would you feel if you listed something and 7 hours later, you had 60 sales on that new listing? Would you be freaking out? I'm going to share a quick little story with you today, and I hope you are so inspired by it, and I hope you're filled with so much hope by it. I opened my email, and I had a message from Danielle, and this is what happened to Danielle. Hey, Shauna, I realize it's funny to be emailing you because you don't know me. I follow your channel and have commented a few times under Dole Dalton. Anyway, I am in the midst of my first crazy bestseller day. I put a listing out this morning and it is about 7 hours later and I've sold 60. 60. It's based on a hot trend, so I know it won't last. But I'm hoping the traffic it brings will take my shop up to the next level. I just wanted to share it with you because your videos are my go-to when I need positive motivation and pep talks. And you deserve to know that you make a difference. That is all. Keep doing what you do. You rock. That's really exciting. So I couldn't wait to sit down and type a message back to Danielle. I literally, my chin literally dropped when I read what she had said. And I felt so excited for her because I've never had an amazing, incredible story like that. For those of you that follow the channel, you know I'm a six-figure seller. You know, I used to be a fourth grade teacher. I tutored after school. I was miserable because I was trading all my time in for money. And it wasn't, I was capped out and I was still struggling financially. And I was able to build a six-figure business, a multi-six-figure profit business for myself on Etsy. Really within 3 years, I was out earning my teaching degree by almost 4 times. And I don't have an incredible story like that. So just imagine what Danielle's going to be able to do. Let me read you my response to her. Danielle! And just don't mind me. I love exclamation marks and question marks and capital words. I recognized Dalton right away. LOL. I had a student named Dalton and I think of him every time you comment. 60 in all caps and lots of exclamation marks. I have never had a crazy thing like that happen in my shop. And 7 hours after you listed it, I literally said, "What?" out loud as I read your message. That is so stinking exciting. I'm terrible with my email, so I am seeing this 2 days later. I want another update and double down on it. If you don't know what double down means, I will leave a video link up in the corner and I will also leave it linked down in the description. Doubling down needs to be a part of your vocabulary if you would like to be a six-figure seller. If you'd like to get regular sales, you need to be a master at doubling down. I'm not going to go into what I mean by that right here, but I would really suggest you watch that video next. Back to Danielle's message. Sorry for the exclamation marks, but I am freaking out for you. And your kind words are very appreciated. This was such a nice message to receive. Okay, so once I clicked send, I really was like, man, I hope she doesn't take 2 days to message me back because I really want to know what the update is. I really want to know, that's insane. You list something and 7 hours later, you've sold it 60 times? That's crazy talk. So I could not wait to hear how the rest of her day went, and I didn't have to wait too long. She did message me back pretty quick. Would you like to know what the update was? Don't worry, I'm going to share it with you right now. Thank you for the cheering on and the encouragement. I don't have my own POD friends club like you do, so I had to share it with you for all the reasons I mentioned before. By the end of the day, I had sold around 230. Head was spinning. It was lightning in a bottle. I think it was a matter of the timing of the listing magically matching up with a surge in searches somewhere. The crazy thing is I almost didn't list it. I hesitated because it's based on a social media trend phrase on Threads that I was sure would fizzle out in hours or a day or two, but I felt that the message matched a powerful, mass shared, positive feeling that I was feeling too. So I felt inspired and I just did it. The day after and yesterday were far less busy, but still far more profitable than my shop has ever been. As with any trend, other people caught up and others had the same concept. some even using the same element from Canva, and I expected that. But I'm definitely going to double down in that category in my shop in hopes these same customers will come back. All in all, this has been an overwhelming aha experience for me, and I've learned a few things. First and foremost, now I know what's possible. Second, I know that I'm capable of keeping up with a ton of orders. My average was about 2 to 3 orders a day, so yeah, tiny change. Third, just list it. I'm co-opting Nike's slogan now. LOL. Okay, I'm going to do my best Shauna impression and get busy over here and list. Thank you for sharing your energy and enthusiasm. Your reply means a lot to me. I shared that story with all of my friends over at No Friend Left Behind. I'll leave that channel linked down in the description if you want to hear their journeys and their stories, but I knew they'd be so inspired by that. I did ask Danielle, and I made sure with her that it was okay if I shared it, and she did give me permission to do that. When I first read her response, and even just now when I just shared it with you, I had to retape myself reading it a couple times because my eyes start to tear up and my voice gets cracky because it is such a powerful moment when she expresses she had that aha moment. Now she knows she's capable. She knows what's possible. And when I read that, I knew Danielle's going to do this. Like she's going to make this happen. I hope that I can give an update in a year. And Danielle's like, I'm a 6-figure seller and I quit my job. But I know that so many of us want that. I know I wanted that so badly throughout my journey. And I just threw everything I had into growing my Etsy shop because I so badly wanted Etsy to work. And I so badly wanted, a 6-figure shop and to be able to have that financial freedom and be my own boss and be able to quit my 9 to 5. If you have not had that aha moment yet and you're still wondering, is this possible? If you don't yet know in your core that this can happen and that you can do this for yourself and it is possible for anyone willing to put in the work required and anyone willing to ride the learning curve that must be ridden. If you don't yet know that in your bones, then take it from Danielle. She just had that moment. She just got a glimpse of what's possible. And do not feel bad if you don't have a story like this in your shop or you don't wind up with a story like this in your shop. I have built my shop. I make an excellent income with my shop. And I don't have some crazy, I sold 250 items from a new listing that day. Never, ever. I rarely sell from a listing that I put up that same day. Rarely. I get excited if I start getting visits on that. So it's happened just a handful of times where I'll actually get a sale on a listing that I put up that very same day. So I thank you, Danielle, for sharing that story and letting me share it with everybody else. And a really quick update on the membership. First, thank you so much if you're a member over in our Learn and Earn community. I am so excited to have you be a founder with me and for us to explore this together. I have had a few people reach out to me to let me know that they did not receive an invitation or a link. So if you were expecting an email invitation to the membership, just leave me a comment down below and I'll send a link over your way. At some point here, I'll cap it and then we'll have our founding members that are locked in at their founding member price, and I'll make it more accessible once again and start talking about it on the channel probably sometime this November or December. So the next thing you need to go do now is go watch that double down video. I'll leave it linked right here. But of course, not until after that tip from Tucker. Tucker, take it away.